Hey everyone! So today is a real blast from my past. I'm talking to Miss Whitney Beatty. She was my after-school counselor when I was in 5th and 6th grade. So I literally have not seen this woman in almost 20 years.
I got my bachelor's degree in theater performance at Michigan State. What it really did was it kind of let me hone in on some of the things I was interested in, and I really started getting into television.
How did you find your way from performance and production and television to the cannabis game?
After I left you guys and I graduated, I started working in the entertainment industry, and I was, in that biz to win it for 15 years. My last gig was as a senior vice president at Warner Brothers. I was working crazy hours. I was living on free coffee and espresso and Red Bulls. I had a day where I was like sitting at my desk and all of a sudden my heart was racing. I was sweating bullets or whatever. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to die. And I drove to the UCLA Medical Center. I parked my car where the ambulances are parked, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna leave it here because if I die, you know what I don't need? A car. Not helpful. So I am having a heart attack. Sorry, stab wound guy. Back up. And once they did all the testing or whatever, they're like, you're not having a heart attack. And I was like, to hell, I'm not. And they're like, no, you're having an anxiety attack. My doctor was like, well, why don't you look at cannabis? And I was like, oh, what are you saying? My background really, when I was younger, I didn't use cannabis. I wasn't really super familiar with it. I thought it was for bad kids.
That's the message that we got taught.
Yeah, exactly.
When we were younger, is like, stay away from it.
But for me, with my background, she could have said, why don't you try that heroin? There was been the same level. I was like, she was trying to put me on drugs. I'm like, she's really done with me. I just did a deep dive. And not only did I learn about the plant and all the medicinal benefits, but I also learned why I had those negative feelings, why I had those negative connotations.
All of that research from that one moment of you doing a deep dive after your doctor suggested it, how did you go from that point to apothecary?
I saw that in this cannabis space, that there was an amazing amount of opportunity, that it was a burgeoning industry, something that was like a $1 billion industry that was looking to go to $40 billion in the next 5 years. So they're looking for people with specific skill sets that turn over into this space. I can't keep a farm alive. My job was not to be growing cannabis. What do I have, that I can bring to this space? Something that I knew that I wanted personally was something that I could keep my cannabis in. I'm like, I keep wine in a wine fridge, I keep liquor in a bar, I keep cigars in humidors, I keep my high-end cannabis in a Nike box underneath my bed. And then also on the other side of that is that communities of color have been disproportionately disenfranchised by a war on drugs for years. They don't qualify for things like public housing, for student loans, or, it really changed the shape of our community. And now this is like a billion-dollar industry, and we're not here in it. Jerome's still in jail, but Chad has got a dispensary on your corner. And that didn't make sense to me either. So it's important that not only we have these conversations within, the community, but we, that you think about who you're supporting or whatever, that you think about the way that you have conversations about cannabis and shape them, because it really does help destigmatize the plant.
You've dropped a lot of really good nuggets that I hope that people will be able to take. Hopefully, if anything, do some research into cannabis and how it really can help.
So you can always find me personally on Instagram. I am the Hi Mommy Life. So you can support our brand and check us out at theapothecarycase.com.
See you later.